Rangers appear to be making one final aggressive push to bring Vaclav Cerny back to Ibrox, but there is a major problem standing in their way. Let's break this down. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. With the transfer window rapidly approaching its conclusion, Rangers are reportedly refusing to give up on the Besiktas winger, and fresh claims from Turkey suggest the club are going to extraordinary lengths to try and get this deal over the line. Speaking live on A-Spor, veteran Turkish journalist Haldun Domak revealed that Rangers are constantly pushing for Churnney, claiming that the player is being bothered by the level of interest coming from Ibrox. According to Domak, Rangers have made a serious offer to Besiktas and are making a huge effort to secure the Czech international before the deadline. He said, "Let me tell you, they are bothering Churnney a lot. According to the intel I've gathered, Rangers are making a huge effort to sign Churnney." That certainly sounds like Rangers are pulling out all the stops, but it appears Rangers want to bring in another right-sided attacking option before the window slams shut. And Churnney, who already knows the club and enjoyed a productive spell at Ibrox last season, would obviously represent a hugely attractive option. However, there is one enormous stumbling block, and it could completely derail Rangers' last-minute push. Despite Rangers reportedly submitting a serious offer to Besiktas, sources close to Churnney have indicated that the player himself has no intention of leaving Istanbul this summer. Churnney is reportedly settled at Besiktas, enjoys working under manager Vincenzo Italiano, and is not actively looking for a move away. That means Rangers could potentially have a situation where the clubs are discussing a deal, the offer is on the table, and yet the player himself simply does not want to make the move. And that raises a fascinating question. Why are Rangers pushing this hard if there has been no encouragement from Churnney or his camp? Could Rangers know something that has not yet emerged publicly? Or are they simply hoping that one final push, with the transfer deadline approaching, can somehow change the player's mind? Either way, this one certainly does not appear to be finished just yet. Rangers are reportedly continuing to knock on the door, and with time running out, the next few hours could be absolutely crucial. The big question now is whether Churnney eventually changes his stance, or whether Rangers' aggressive last-ditch pursuit ends with Besiktas and the player both saying no. So it certainly feels like Rangers are leaving no stone unturned in their attempts to get Vaclav Cerny back to Ibrox, with the latest report suggesting that the club are making a serious final push despite the player's current stance. The offer is reportedly there, the interest is genuine, and Rangers clearly see Churnney as a player who could make a difference. But ultimately, the biggest question is whether Churnney actually wants the move. If his current position remains unchanged, then Rangers could make the biggest offer they possibly can and still walk away empty-handed. However, with the deadline rapidly approaching and Rangers continuing to push, there could still be one final twist in this story. And if Churnney does suddenly change his mind, this could go from looking completely dead to becoming one of the most dramatic late moves of Rangers' transfer window. Before we get into our next story, if you are enjoying today's video and you would like to see more and stay updated with the latest Rangers news, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video. Thank you, let's get back into the video. Rangers appear to be edging closer to completing another major piece of business this summer, with the Ibrox club now ready to push ahead with a deal for Girona forward Kim Minsu. The 20-year-old South Korean has been under consideration by Rangers' recruitment team for some time, but the club have spent the last few days weighing up whether to make the £8.5 million move required to trigger the release clause in his contract. Now, it appears they have made their decision. Rangers have reportedly opted to push the button on a deal for Minsu rather than turn their attention elsewhere, with a medical understood to have been booked for Monday. If everything goes to plan, the highly rated attacker could become Rangers' 12th new arrival of the summer. That would represent a significant boost for Derek McInnes, who has been looking for additional attacking quality since taking charge at Ibrox. Minsu had been one of several attacking options being assessed by technical director Dan Purdy and chief executive Jim Gillespie, but the recruitment team have now recommended that Rangers press ahead with a move. And crucially, personal terms are not expected to be a problem. The versatile forward is believed to be keen on the opportunity, with Rangers confident that an agreement can be reached. His ability to operate in several attacking positions is also understood to have been a major attraction. Minsu primarily prefers playing from the left, but he can also feature on the opposite flank or operate through the middle, giving McInnes another flexible option in the final third. Interestingly, the potential transfer comes just hours after what could prove to be Minsu's final appearance for Girona. The youngster played 76 minutes in their 2-1 defeat away to Cordoba, potentially bringing an end to his time in Spain ahead of what could be a very different chapter of his career. However, Rangers supporters may have to wait before seeing their potential new signing in competitive action. Should the deal be completed, Minsu would not be eligible to feature in Thursday night's Conference League playoff second leg against Jablonec, with Rangers currently holding a 1-0 advantage from the first meeting at Ibrox. Minsu has spent the majority of his development with Girona, joining the club in 2022 and making more than 70 appearances for their B team. He was promoted to the first team in 2024 and made 2 La Liga appearances, as well as featuring once in the Champions League before moving to FC Andorra last season. That proved to be an important campaign for the youngster, as he made 40 appearances in the Segunda Division, scoring 6 goals and providing 4 assists. Girona had been planning for Minsu to have a bigger role this season, but interest from elsewhere meant they were prepared for the possibility of his departure. And it is Rangers who now appear to have made the decisive move. The Ibrox club have reportedly concluded that Minsu represents better value for money than some of the alternative targets they had been considering, and they are now pushing towards a deal that could give McInnes another exciting attacking weapon. With the medical reportedly booked and Rangers ready to trigger the £8.5 million clause, this transfer could now be entering its decisive stages. The big question is whether everything can be completed without a late twist, because Rangers look increasingly confident that Kim Minsu could soon be heading to Ibrox.